when I first started doing comedy, we did shows at a beer place that like they had like 15 beers on tap and stuff. And it got to the point where they were going out of business, and the only nights they were full were the nights I was running shows there. So it got to be like, you just drink free when you're here for a show. And then it was like, you just drink free whenever you're here. And I really put the stuff away. But I've also noticed that I will buy.
Yeah, it's like that's a delightfully paved path to alcoholism.
Yeah. So I'll buy a 12-pack of beer occasionally, especially during the summer.
You drink for free whenever you're here. It's like, oh really?
Oh really? You're about to see me a lot more often.
Also, I need you to know that I don't have, I need to, I don't know, okay, because we did last week, we did Meme Diver, but we did it we took like a break and then we came back to Meme Diver, which you did again. However, I don't have to find memes because it's fucking real. The meme shit is dry as fuck. I have one, and I think it's even questionable, but I've been thinking about it. I've got to grab these memes, and I have not found 3 good memes in a week for fucking Meme Diver of Meme Diver quality. And so, but here's the other thing, is I did have a meme dreams. Last night I dreamt of a meme.
Oh, yeah.
Let me describe the dream meme to you. So it was like some dude wearing a Subway uniform, and he was kind of busted, and it said Sumbway with an M in there. So it said Sumbway, and he was wearing a shirt, and he was kind of looking to the side, but it was just from here down, and then there was a picture of a sandwich, and in the middle was so it was a Subway whole sub, and in the middle of it, in the center, was beef and normal sub ingredients, but then on the right side there was Mentos mints, and then on the left side there was crumbled up Oreo cookies. And then there was an arrow. There's why is this here? Mints? Question mark.
What do you think Subway represents to you?
I don't know about Subway, but I can tell you for a fact that I was concerned about my lack of memes for Meme Diver. That's what this stream is about. This is just
your brain is just slapping stuff together and hoping it's a meme.
Okay, no, I do know now. Now that you're asking, Dr. Lilith, Lilith Dreamweaver, I'm gonna say that Subway is related to that. This week, I did discover that the Wendy's Facebook page is nuts.
It's crazy.
Off the fucking chain.
It's ridiculous.
So good. I couldn't believe it. It was they hired a proper Zoomer to do the exact right social medias posts. Whoever's running their social medias at Wendy's is 2 thumbs up.
Wendy's was
the greatest job.
We hire all these companies hire these people, and then they say one back thing, and Wendy's they got to backtrack, and they got to apologize, and they got to fire someone. Wendy's is let's just lean into it. You have carte blanche. You do and say what you want, and
you go hog wild. I want you to get. I need you to get fucking higher than you've ever been. I need you to do every weird fucking drug.
Wendy's,
part of the job, I cannot say as the HR person that part of this job requires you to take experimental drugs and pills that you find online and just laying around town.
In a Wendy's restroom, maybe.
But you have to do that. You have to do that. Half of your job is writing the social medias, and the other half is seeking out opportunities and seizing the opportunities to take drugs you have never taken before.
Go for it.
I need you to get higher than the Pope.
I mean, it's pretty high.
It's as high. It's pretty fucking high. That dude fucking smokes weed.
Yeah.
What is the name of our Pope? The world's Pope. Is it John Paul?
He's not my Pope.
Not my Pope.
Isn't it Pope
Anarchy in the Vatican.
It's not Pope John Paul.
Is it Francis?
Pope Francis? That sounds like something like a bully would say to like an 8-year-old.
Well, yeah,
like an
it's
8-year-old
the bully from Pee-wee.
Like an
Bully
8-year-old.
from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
An 8-year-old kid who brings like a Pope lunchbox, and like the bullies are like, "Hey, Pope Francis."
Pope lunchbox. A, like, do they still have lunchboxes? B, like, I want to.
Hold up.
You have to be able to get a Pope lunchbox, right?
Hold up.
Did you just find one?
I put in who is the current, and the first fill-in is Pope, and second is Speaker the host. It is Pope Francis.
Holy bajolies.
Who was the last Pope? Benedict was the last Pope, the evil German dude who was a Nazi.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is definitely leagues better. Like, this is the best Pope we've had in a while. Like, but that's not saying much.
That's a very shallow pool.
That's like saying Joe Biden's the best president we've had in our life, which is true. But like, it still leaves quite a bit to be desired.
A little bit of room for improvement there, yeah. What they considered not having the Pope be Catholic? Like, just go.
Yeah, let's get a nice Buddhist host.
Go off the board.
Pope.
Yeah, go off the board.
Yeah,
see what happens.
Let's try something new. We've done this Catholicism thing for a while. Let's get the Vatican. Let's just wipe all that stuff. Let's get rid of those cathedrals. Let's round them out and make it Hindu. Like, they're all kind of like pointy like a triangle, but we need to make them pointy like the bulb. And so we can then make it Hindu. And we can have we can have a Hindu Pope.
You're going we don't have to go that far. We have to change anything. Let's just get in a Pope who's not Catholic.
Oh, you want a QAnon Pope?
Let's just, no.
You want a new religion.
Let's just see what happens. It's like they're like, it's got to be from this group of people.
Initiative.
Yeah, like roll a billion-sided die. Everyone gets a number, and
a billion.
A billion-sided die. You'd probably do it with a computer as opposed to creating a billion-sided die. But yeah.
So, like, are you saying that we put everyone on Earth gets like one, like it's like a lottery ticket.
Yeah. There's a ball that just has everyone's name on it.
And everyone in the world, and we just put them into a database, which they already have, clearly.
Of course.
And Vatican, the
Vatican, of course, has it.
It's all in a book. It's all in one big book. And they're watching.
Yeah.
And
they're watching this podcast.
Yeah, well, of course they are.
Whatever name pops up, that's the new Pope. White smoke it. You're in.
But yeah. So some random person could be from anywhere.
Could be from anywhere.
From Zaire.
Could be
from Cincinnati.
Religion or no religion. One thing I hadn't considered was the Pope being from Cincinnati, and now I'm rethinking this entire equation. I'm not sure.
Wouldn't it be wild if it was just the current Pope?
What if Well, we did it.
He truly is infallible.
Yeah, if it was the Pope was from Cincinnati and communion was just like chili with spaghetti and
it's a Ritz.
It's a weird thing.
It's a
Ritz cracker.
It's a Ritz cracker.
Yeah.
Like, is there a Cincinnati accent? Because I know it's directly on the border of Kentucky. So is there a southern? There's got to be some crossover there. Because I can't believe the border of Ohio and Kentucky
is so solid.
Divides the accents.
So silent that the accents don't.
Yeah, it's like you cross. You're in Ohio and you're like, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? I'm from Ohio. I'm from Cincinnati. And you cross over and you just take a step over that border and like a bolo tie manifests and you're like, whoa.
I mean, let me ask you this. Do you think that Mexican cities on the border with Texas, like the people who live there talk with a Texan accent? No. Borders are powerful. Borders are as powerful as we allow them to be.
There are definitely people from Mexico and Texas that speak with Mexican. They just speak Spanish. Some of them don't even speak English at all.
A Texas accent. Do you think people who live in Mexico on the border speak with a Texas accent? No.
I'm sure there are some, yes. That's not funny. I'm sorry.
Why did you bring up the Pope?
Why did you?
This is so much easier when you just laugh along with what I say.
I need to be yes-anding, and I'm not. And I fucked up the whole Pope sexist.
That's all right. When I get to California, you can
sexist now.
You can perform a set with me, and I'll give you like a 5-minute improv instruction. Yeah,
it is now. We're changing the T, and it's now sexist. And that's how it is.
Why did you bring up the Pope? Why are we talking about the Pope?
I remember. It had something to do with Subway memes. Why are we talking about the Pope?
I don't know.
There's no way to know. That trade has so derailed.
Yeah. So you said you had two things. One was your Subway, and how dry the memes were.
Subway meme dream.
It's like finding weed in Southern California in 1986. It's just like there's.
That's what we were talking about. We were talking about getting high and high as the Pope.
High as the Pope.
The Pope.
Which
why were we talking about weed because of Subway? So it was because of Subway. Subway got us. Sumbway got us to the Pope.
Is it Sumbway, or would it just be Someway and the B's silent like dumb?
I think both.
Okay.
I think it depends on like, because
your
you
Cincinnati
could have
accent?
depending on whether you're from Ohio or from Kentucky.
The Pope, high as the Pope. I like that. That's a new saying that I'm just gonna work into. I'm gonna work in extra conversation. I was like, I don't know what you're gonna do here, boss. I'd have to be high as the Pope to do this. Yeah. I'm gonna use that at work. I'm gonna use that at work this week.
I love that. I love that. I love when you get like a new thing to just put in your pocket.
Yeah.
I've had one. I've been keeping it in my pocket for a while because it's one that I forget to access. It's there in my pocket, but it's like I don't remember to use it.
What is it?
Because I can't remember it. Because it's like but I've been for probably like 10 years now.
Yeah.
I've been trying to bring back calling people turkeys. Look at that turkey.
That should stay in your pocket. You should.
No, it's hilarious.
You should put it in the pocket. You should put it in the pocket and then put the clothes in the wash machine and leave it in the pocket. And then
I put it in the pocket and I wrapped it in a piece of tinfoil and a turkey on it. I just left the turkey in my pocket.
Just turkey. Not.
I always keep a little pocket meat.
Not jive turkey. Just turkey.
No, just turkey. I mean, if you want to get into jive turkey, I'm not gonna rule that out. I'm not gonna say you can't say that, but like,
I think
calling people turkey is funny. And the reason I remember that is I was watching Mystery Science Theater 3000, and they were watching an old movie from like 1981, and the guy's like, "Who are these turkeys?"
Who are
they
these
just
turkeys?
like started cracking up. I feel like we could work that into a segment. So now, who's this turkey?
Who's this turkey? And it's just like pictures of world leaders, and one of us has to figure out who it is. Who's this turkey?
I don't know. Yeah, it's already not funny.
That's why I said keep it in your pocket. We have to remember doing openings for the show. Like, I think because we have a musical intro, it kind of like it's not necessarily like have that same opening every time, but it would feel nice if we were like, hey, welcome to Being Trans with Lilith and Amanda. And we can use this as this could be the opening, and just like
it's already that's why I was quiet.
It's the opening. Yeah, I appreciate that, and we're just like maybe a little more excitement next time, but y'all were here for that full journey, so you know where we're coming from. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so I'd be like, hey, welcome to Being Trans. I'm Lilith, and with me, as always, is the girl who gets cuter every time I see her, Amanda Bonanza. Hey, princess, how's it going today?
It's going pretty good.
Oh, cool.
All right. I had a meme dream. It's good.
No, that meme dream was intense.
Hey, we've been question shy. Let's jump into a question.
Yeah, you want to jump into a question? I got some good questions.
I want to jump into a question.
Yeah. I'm scared the euphoria will go away and start to feel ... normal. I recently came out to my friends, and it was the best night of my life. We went out, and it was the first time I ever left my house fully dressed femme. It went so well. I've never felt this loved. I cannot put into words the amount of euphoria I felt that night, feeling so great in the clothes I wore, hearing people call me by my name and preferred pronouns for the first time. I've been really depressed over the past few years, and the dopamine that gave me was just what I needed. However, this made me a bit scared of the future in a kind of weird way. I imagine as time passes and the more progress I make in my transition, these things will start to feel more normal or natural. Being called my name and pronouns and dressing femme will stop feeling special and just start feeling natural. That these things won't give me the euphoria they used to. Am I the only one, or does anyone else share this feeling? If you're already quite far in your transition, is this a thing you noticed?
Wow, is that hit home? I mean, in part, like, because, like, I mean, but out of the gates, I gotta say, question asker, like, congratulations on like having that be your best day, because like me coming out was not the best day. It's not the best day of my life. I'll tell you that. It was a very terrible day. But I'm really glad it worked out for you, and I'm glad you felt all those wonderful things and you got all that love and you got to do all that stuff. And but I, like you, I felt the same way. I was like, this is so incredible and so amazing, and I never want to lose this magic, and I never want to lose this. And I must report, like, kind of sadly, yes, it does diminish. Like that initial first month, like first year even, of just being like amazement in that euphoria, it does diminish, it does fade. But I mean, a lot of that's up to you too. If you choose to hang on to it, like you can, and that's just like anything in life. Like it's like you can get numb to anything and start taking things for granted. You only do that if you choose to. If you want to be lazy about it and start accepting things. But if you take a step back, and just breathe and like look around and like it's, if you want to recapture the wonder of how amazing our existence is, like all you have to do is like decide to do that.
Yeah.
It does diminish like a little bit. It does start to become normal after a while. But I mean, I've been on HRT for 4.5 years, and I'm still every day. I'm just like, holy fuck, this is crazy. I think it's wild, and I love it.
Honestly, I think the key isn't the euphoria. The key is realizing that what you consider normal is going to be so much better. Your life's going to become normal, but it's not the normal you were doing before you started your transition. You've released all that stuff that's in your brain, that's hindering you, that's got you twisted, and you're being your true best self. And so my worst day as a trans person is still better than probably my best day before my transition. And so I think that's what it is like you really get to look forward to redefine normal, and everything that you think defines you, all the things that make up your ego are imminently changeable, and you're at a crossroads now where you can become the person you want to be, and what your new normal is and who you are is changeable. And if you change it to something and you hate it, you can change it back to something else or go back to where you were. So normal is going to be great because it's the new normal and it's not the old normal. Euphoria. Yeah. We all love euphoria. We all love moments of gender euphoria. Life isn't euphoria. Every moment of your life isn't going to be that. But also, as we mentioned earlier, realize that your life is new and embrace all those new things and embrace where you're headed. Embrace what the new normal is. Yeah, things are going to go back to normal, but they're not going to go back to where they were. And that's what's amazing about it.
Being trans is its own thing. And so what you're never going to be is cis, and you're always going to remember what life was like before you started HRT. You're never going to forget that, and you're going to carry that appreciation because you just started. So you don't have any idea quite yet just how much better it gets, because it just gets better and better. The first year is really hard, but it's also amazing. So many things happen that you aren't going to be ready for, and you're going to get blindsided by all this crazy stuff, and your brain's going to change around, your emotions are going to run wild. But after a year or two, you start to get a handle on it, you get a new footing and you get new balance, and and now I can navigate this world, and it does start calming down. But that whole does it get normal to I don't appreciate it anymore? Well, I don't think so. It hasn't for me. Yeah. But that is fully up to you. That's a decision you decide. If you decide to take it for granted and be I deserve this. If you want to be aristocratic and unappreciative, that's up to you. But the fact that you're even thinking that leads me to think
that's not going to be a problem.
You already know that you don't want it to happen. I said the same thing to myself. I asked the same thing. It's I don't want this. I don't ever want to lose this magic. I'm so appreciative. I'm so happy. I don't ever want to lose this feeling. And I didn't. I'm still very, very aware. When I wake up in the morning, I'm holy fuck, yeah, this is incredible. Yeah, every day. Every day.
That's one thing is realize, I think if you really embrace it, I've had people tell me this, that I'm magical, and It's because you embrace that and you never forget it. And then days when you are bad, just realize where you are compared to where you've been. I will say one last thing. You mentioned in this whole scenario, you talk about going out with your friends and doing your makeup and clothes, but you really don't talk about starting HRT. So if you are going to be starting HRT, there'll probably be some times where it's not going to be euphoric. Probably about a couple weeks after you start estrogen, you might not feel.
Yeah, you're gonna have a little episode. It happens to us all day.
Happens.
Mine was about 2.5, 3 weeks. How about yours?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but
and I was going through an awful breakup at the time.
Period, by the way, no one tells you that. That's your period.
We're the only ones who talk about it. The doctors never mention it. That's
getting your period. You will start getting a period, and that is what that is.
Oh my God. I hope that was helpful. I'm so proud of you. And like I said, it gives me so much hope when here we are in the middle of all the shit that's going on in this country, and still people are like, hey, I just started my transition. I'm just doing these things. I decided to do it. It's like, you're so brave, and you're so willing to go for your own happiness. And that isn't, you might not feel it, but you're an inspiration to someone who sees that. You're an inspiration to me. And there's another person who has the same feelings you do, who's scared, who's afraid, and they see you doing it, and you're going to inspire them to live their best life too. Every time the euphoria starts to wane, just realize there's someone out there who's being inspired to live their best life by you. That's amazing.
It's true.
Yeah.
That is like, it doesn't even take that long to before you've got your own YouTube show. I think we should take our little break and come back and do a little dive in. How do you feel?
Okay. Yeah. I'll see you in a few. We'll see all of you in a few. Go get a drink.
Good time. We'll be right back. Meme Diver!
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to Meme Diver. I don't think anyone except us knows what song you're referencing.
I don't. Yeah, they do. Everyone knows that song.
No one.
Meme Diver. It's Meme Diver, the song. Meme Diver. Come on, let's do it. Should I do it a third time?
You know who used to. You know that was one of the songs they used to do. That was Beavis and Butthead.
Well, of course they did.
Yeah,
because it's a famous song.
Is it?
Everyone loves it. Welcome to Meme Diver. This is a segment where we discuss memes and we rate memes and we value them in cryptocurrency. Today we're doing Elon Fun Bucks. We rate them in Elon Musk Fun Bucks. And that's how we're gonna rate these cryptos.
That almost rhymes. That almost rhymes. Elon Musk Fun Bucks.
Elon Musk Fun Bucks. That's what we're gonna do. So here we go. We're gonna dive right into these memes. There we go. We're starting here with Bear Grylls. Now the meme is a picture of Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls is a British, he's an extreme sports kind of survivalist guy. And he does stuff and so this is it's a picture of Bear Grylls, and then the caption is at top. It says, "Remember when Bear Grylls got stung by bees in his face and looked just like Renault Megane 2 sedan 1.4i rear end?" And then there's a picture of him. And then it's also next to him is a picture of the back end of a Renault Megane 2 sedan 1.4i rear end. Yeah. And they look startlingly the same.
And do kind of. He does
because he's got the same color scheme, and it's funny.
Yeah,
that's a funny meme. That's a funny meme. In my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna
explain. I'm gonna dive into it a little bit. This is Meme Diver. I'm gonna dive a little deeper and explain why I think this is funny. So, one of my favorite things about memes. There's a couple things, and this is I think it's a late model millennial, early Zoomer kind of contribution to the world of comedy, and I very much love it, which is when things are intentionally dumb or intentionally spelled bad or intentionally look bad. And so a trend in memes has been and continues to be where they'll take like something and they'll just like copy paste different words over it to make it into the meme.
Yeah.
You can tell that it's clearly doing that, and that's this meme. They did that. They definitely took an existing like public. They like someone had posted. This is a post on social medias. Yeah. And someone clearly altered it to make it into this, and I think it's extra funny when they do that.
Yeah. Do you know what the original, what he looked like?
No fucking idea. No idea. Okay. I have no idea what the original post was.
Yeah.
What I can say is there's no chance it was as funny as this. Like this is out of the gates. I'm giving this 4 Elon Musk fun bucks.
4 Elon Musk fun bucks.
I'm giving it 4, and this is a niche. Like, because this is a very specific type of humor meme.
Yeah.
And not everyone's gonna get this meme. So it's like the They Might Be Giants of memes. Like in the sense that like those who really appreciate it are gonna really appreciate it. But like if you don't know the Johns and you're not a lot of people, they listen to They Might Be Giants, they don't like them. Yeah. And then they're like, I don't get it. They're like, they're goofy. Why can't they be serious? So it's like, well, they are sometimes, but really serious. They're just cool guys and they make really good music. But like, they have fun. In any case, I like They Might Be Giants, and I also like this meme, and I'm giving it 4 Elon fun bucks. How about you?
I love They Might Be Giants, and I'm okay on this meme. I'm not bullish on it. If bullish means that I'm like all in on it, I'm more bearish if I'm using those words correctly.
Yeah, no, we're talking about crypto. We have to talk about bull and bear markets.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is like a 1 Elon Musk fun bucks. You
don't appreciate this meme very much.
I don't necessarily.
You don't see the resemblance there.
I don't see the resemblance completely.
That rear end of that Renault Megane.
Yeah, no, I think it's kind of a stretch. And
I think it's really funny. See, you can see like his eyes are like the taillights, like the bumpers, like is that his mouth?
Yeah,
his swollen cheeks are there. It's great. His shirt's the same color as the car.
Sure. I mean, I see all those things.
I think it's so funny.
You obviously do, and that's okay. That's what makes the world so great, is that everyone has different opinions and things tickle people's fancies differently. Also, not a fan of Bear Grylls, so.
Well, that's also why it's funny.
But that does it. Where I think
we can laugh at Bear Grylls. We can all agree we can laugh at Bear Grylls.
I think just a picture of him with his face swollen up from being stung by bees is good enough.
That's also funny. Like
him and is there any pictures of Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs with his face?
I don't know who that is. I don't know that man.
He used to do a show called Dirty Jobs, but he's also like also one of these people who's like, people don't want to work anymore, and it's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, he's a right-wing piece of shit, like the Dynasty douchebag.
Yeah,
like a lot of those guys, actually.
Yeah. But Bear Grylls, I mean, I kind of see it, but yeah.
But I get that from Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls just like a dude. He's like the less cool, like, what was the guy that got stung by the stingray and died? He was the Australian Steve something or other.
Steve Irwin. Yeah,
Steve Irwin.
No one would ever make a mean meme.
Everyone loves Steve Irwin. I've seen plenty of memes of Steve Irwin, and they're funny. Memes?
Mean ones?
Not mean ones. It's mean. This is just like, it's a meme. It's absurd. It's not mean. Yeah. So, like Bear Grylls is like, oh, why do they think I look like the back end of a car? Oh, it's terrible. I can't go out today. They think I look like the back end of a car.
Is that what Bear Grylls sounds like?
I mean, he's British.
Is he?
Yeah, he's super British.
Bear Grylls is like an exceedingly American name.
Well, his name is what it is. He's a British man.
Do they have bears in England?
I don't think so. I think that's a pretty America thing, North and South American thing. I don't know. Maybe there's bears everywhere. I don't really know.
I'm going to say I'm searching, are there bears in England? And I hope it's not like an NFL London game. And I hope
there's bears in England.
I hope it doesn't take me to a gay website. Yeah, not that I have any problems with that. The lost history of brown bears in England revealed. Bears and wolves to coexist in UK woods for the first time in 1,000 years. Bears have a long and complicated history in England. They make it sound like
that sounds like a food review. Like it's like I'm just trying to get to the recipe. Just tell me if there's bears in England.
The Bears have a long and complicated history.
It's a long story. Are there bears in England? Well, let me tell you, it's a long story. Buckle up.
The British conquered the Bears, stole their culture, and now they're part of the British Empire.
Put them in the British Museum.
Yeah. So, we're split on Bear Grylls, or at least on this meme. I think we're probably, indifferent to Bear Grylls in the same way.
And if you want to give it only one Elon Musk fun buck, but that's
I have done that.
You've done it. You did it. It's done. Let's move on to the next meme.
Yeah.
Here's there's just there's like what looks like a Lego man in the corner, kind of looking, but really it's just words. And so it's levels of white anger ranked. Yeah. Number 6, son of a gun.
Yeah.
Number 5, all right, bucko. Number 4, you just hold your horses. This is the white anger, and this is white man. We're putting this on white man, like dad grilling.
I mean, this is literally if you made like
white women don't say this.
If you had like a little thing that had these buttons on it and just had Joe Biden reading them, this is Joe Biden level of anger.
This is Biden. Yeah, this is Biden's anger.
Yeah,
this could easily be by a Biden meme.
Yeah.
Number 3. Well, now just wait a minute. Now I got that wrong. Well, now wait just a minute.
Yeah.
Number 2, newsflash, pal.
Yeah.
I like that one. Number 1, listen here, buddy.
Yeah.
And then like someone added in 0, I will swear word at you.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if that means like I will fuck.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make any sense.
Well,
that
no.
last one that they added in.
I will fuck you.
But at you? I will swear word at you.
I will shit
so
you.
So it's like, insert
you.
swear word. I will shit you. I will shit.
I will shit you.
I will ass. I will ass at you.
Well, I mean, the confusion,
I will fuck at you.
The confusion of that 0 and what that actually means and how that's worded is kind of part of.
I think it's part of the meme.
All the problems of this meme.
It's all the problems of this meme.
Yeah, first of all,
it's a low res meme. We can start with that. It's a very low res meme.
Yeah, but
which is I kind of give that credit. That to me that's a plus.
Okay, but I would also say
I would give it a plus for like and it's got it's also got the rule of thirds, like kind of like.
No, see, here's the problem is like if you make a ranking list, you do like 5, 10, a top 20. You don't do a top 6. 7, a top 7, and
a top 7 that goes from 6 to 0.
From 6 to 0? Come on, you're not.
I think that's to me that gives it
and
maybe not a whole Elon Musk fun buck.
Yeah, this is like half a fun buck. Like I'll give you a half.
That might add well, I'm gonna give this a 3. I'm gonna give this a 3 Elon Musk, but because of there's the idiosyncrasies, the rule of thirds, and the low res and the dumb rankings, I'm gonna bump that up. I'm gonna give it an extra Mark Zucker coin.
Okay, and then also lastly, the editing on the around the edge, like the D in ranked is cut off, and you have all this space on the left hand side. That you could have evened that.
I like that too.
I know you like that.
Maybe we should give it 2 Zucker coins.
Wait, are Zucker coins less than Musk bucks?
I don't know. I feel like it.
I guess depends on the day.
Musk bucks. It depends on the day. Depends on the market, really. Is it a Bear Grylls market or is it a bull from Night Court market?
I mean, I might go with a Zucker coin on this. We mentioned Joe Biden. Like you could just listen to a Joe Biden speech. And
Joe Biden could say any of these in one speech.
No, write down the 5 that he actually says, and they're probably funny. There's no malarkey here.
There's no malarkey.
I've had enough of your malarkey. Oh my gosh!
If this meme had a title, it could be no malarkey.
This could be levels of white anger.
You could just take levels of white anger ranked and take that out and replace it with no malarkey. And you could do it like where you could like paste it, but the paste is like a cut square, like in the square is not exactly a square. It's not really lined up with the words. And you could just paste it over the top in a slightly different color.
You edited this meme, and actually
I did not edit this meme. These are pure memes.
You cut it, and after ranked it says by someone who's full of malarkey.
I am going to tell you right now, like this. No, this is an important thing to establish because technically these are all pure from the internet source. So these are farm to table memes. Like they are not passing through my filter.
Processed.
I am not editing these memes. I am not adding my flair. This is just pure 100% from the cloud. Directly to you, cloud to screen memes, like cloud to podcast.
I feel like I'm sick of this malarkey. That's got to be up there. What the hell man's got to be up there. I feel like those are.
What the hell man does belong in this.
That. I think this meme is a great idea. It misses the mark.
I think what the hell man could replace son of a gun.
Yeah,
because no one really says son of a gun.
What the hell man? Yeah, son of a gun, except for Joe Biden.
Well, he does. Yeah, that's the thing.
He can't say hell because he's Catholic. Yeah.
Is he? I don't feel he could be whatever.
Yeah, he's supposed to be running this country, but he answers to the man in the Vatican. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, they all do.
So,
all right, moving. Wait. So I gave this 3 Elon Musk fun bucks and 2 Zucker coins. What about you?
I'll give it a Zucker coin.
1 Zucker coin.
One Zucker coin. Yeah,
that's all. We got Lilith is a harsh critic. She's creating a Bear Grylls market.
I think it's less that I'm a harsh critic, and I think you and I just have.
You have higher standards
where our tastes in memes are different. Like I think we laugh at a lot of the same things, but there is a hard divergence for both of us on the extreme where things I think are funny. Yeah,
that I'm displaying today are not meeting in our Venn.
Right. They're not in our. They're not in our circle. Yeah.
One side's you're on the Jeff Goldblum side, and I'm on the Nick Cage side. Is like of the meme. They don't cross over in the middle with no Johnny Depp.
They don't meet at all.
They don't meet the Keanu Reeves in the middle.
Yeah. Right. All right, last one.
These are all Nick Cage memes. Speaking of, I've got some of those. Not today. Here's another one. We got 2 fresh octopi sitting on what looks to be a bus seat
next to a piece of bread.
One's got a piece of bread next to it. The other one's got some sunglasses on. This is real. These are not drawn. These are actual octopi on a bus seat. And it's just that thanks, I hate it. Seats taken. Thanks, I hate it is I think the meme source.
Yeah.
Seats taken is the caption, but like it's just there's just like the thing that really sells this meme for me is the sunglasses on the one.
I do love the sunglasses because it makes it look like
these are clearly dead.
He's looking at
slimy octopi.
Yeah, these octopi are being Weekend at Bernie'd. There's a live octopus in the seat behind them, like moving them when they need to be moved. Yeah, I was also going to say that the piece of bread bothers me because like food on the bus, but then at the end of the day, the 2 dead octopi are food as well.
Yeah, so. I was going to say that of the violations of code in this meme, the bread is the lesser egregious one. Than the octopi themselves.
I had an incredible degree of bad luck when I was younger, and my kind of luck would be the driver would see this, he'd fling the 2 octopi into the garbage, I'd get on the bus or the train, and I'd sit right in that octopus wet sauce, and I'd smell like octopus water like the rest of the day, and I'd have a big wet stain on my butt.
You'd say something like
this is some trauma
you'd say something
for me
like
as well.
Just my luck.
That was always just my luck.
You'd say, son of a gun.
I'd be like, what the hell?
Look here, bucko.
Newsflash, pal. Octopus ride in the submarine, not in the train. for my taste, I like this one the best. I'm gonna give this one. This is 3 Elon Musk fun bucks.
Okay, I'm gonna give it 2, and 2. I'm gonna give it 2, and then 5 Zucker coins. It is. I like aspects of it. Like I said, I think that like if those sunglasses weren't on that octopus, like I don't think it would be nearly. It wouldn't be worth anything at all. But like the sunglasses really make the meme. What
if the bread was
bread isn't the
what
bread?
What if it was in the tentacles of the one octopus, like he was eating a sandwich? I
don't know if that's better than if the bread's just sitting there, because I kind of like how the bread's like just like laying there, like because the one octopus with the sunglasses is clearly like they set that up and then they just like they just here's a piece of bread.
What do we do with the second one here?
Like here's a piece. I think now I'm going to boost that up to 3. I'm going to give it 3. Now that bread's cracking me right up.
That bread is cracking you up. Like he packed a lunch. It was just there.
All right, so I've got 3 Elon Musk fun bucks and 5 Zucker coins. And what did you have?
3 fun bucks from
3
Elon
fun
Musk.
bucks. That's what we've got, folks. That's it for Meme Diver this week. I don't know if they're there yet. I'm trying to, but if you go to legitnft.horse, you'll find these memes for sale.
Yeah.
As NFTs and you can buy them from us and you can secure them on the blockchain for yourself.
That's crazy. What an amazing
That's
investment.
what we're selling. We're selling all these memes on the blockchain.
How long before you're asking me to sell these?
legitnft.horse.
Before you ask me to talk about these, like a religious, like the 700 Club talking about stuff they sell, or like Jim Baker talking about the instant food he sells for prepper, you're gonna have like, these are just such a tremendous investment. I mean, you look at NFTs and the blockchain is going through the roof, and you can get in on the ground floor with octopus with sunglasses and bread, and you don't know, and that could be your grandchildren going to college in 10 years. That's what that could be. Yeah, that's a small investment now. Yeah.
Are you talking? Well, I mean, I don't think that's a bad move if you want to go that route and get evangelistic about these memes. If you think, or are you like concerned that you feel like you may be corrupted by these?
I just feel like I just want to do this. Because
I'm only bringing quality memes. Like,
I just want to do this voice. I just wanted to do this voice because I love doing it. But also, is that what you need me to do? Do you need me to sell these memes? Because I will sell your memes, girl.
Yes. Please sell our memes. Yeah. Like, let's get $300,000.
I mean, this is America. This is America.
Need to buy houses.
You don't know if you're going to have
how are we going to fund our lifestyle without selling these memes on legitnft.horse?
You buy this for your son and daughter as a wedding present, and 30 years from now, this is going to pay for cancer treatments. This is going to pay for a divorce. This is going to pay for your grandbabies to go to college. All right, that's what the blockchain is. The blockchain is legal money for everyday people who don't have access like billionaires do. This is being a billionaire for people who are poor. And if you just start, what are we selling? 2 octopus.
It doesn't make any sense, but I like it.
That's $20. You send us $20 and you're on the blockchain. And really, that's it. The secret
that's really what it's all about too. It's the money is irrelevant. You need to get on the blockchain.
Irrelevant money and get yourself on the blockchain.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's simple. Gotta get on the blockchain, people. Am I too tall to transition from male to female? I'm 16, but 6'2". I'm scared that if I transition, I won't pass as a woman. I know I'm trans, and it pains me that I feel so insecure about my height. This has been the only thing holding me back from being my true self. Am I too tall to transition male to female? No.
Nope, not at all.
No. I'm 6'2".
Lilith, how tall are you?
6'2".
Yep. I am 5'11".
Probably in better shape than I am.
You're also 16. You're going to look amazing.
Yeah. Oh.
And by the time you are 19 and 20, you are going to be a 6'2" goddess.
Yeah.
And okay, hot tip, like, yeah, it is tall here in the United States. In Holland, that's like how tall cis women are. Like, if you go to like Europe and Northern Europe, especially, like that's just kind of like the average height for women is around 5'11", 6'1". Like, and so no, you're not too tall, and tall women are hot as fuck and
True.
always have been. And I want you to just, okay, now I don't know where because you're a trans woman, so I don't know where your sexual orientation lies, and that also may change. Mine definitely amended, but I always had a special place in my heart for tall women, and still do. And that is very much a thing. So don't you worry about it. Like, that's the thing. The other thing is, I think it's a general thing that you definitely, a lot of trans women, we want to pass. I like passing. I wanted to pass, like, and I think I do these days. I don't really know. You never really know. You're always going to have dysphoria, and like, so your height might be it. And I get it. Here's the other thing. This is going to sound fucking wild, and it might not happen to you, but I've seen it happen, especially when you start young. If you start like now, and you may actually lose height. As I have known trans women that started in their 20s, that started HRT, and that lost 2 inches in height, and that lost like 2 shoe sizes. Like, and that's a thing that like doctors and like think they tell you that that's not possible, but I've seen it. I've seen it with my eyes. Like, and it's like, oh shit. Like I've witnessed it. And so it is a thing, despite what they say. And like, I'm not saying that will happen to you. Yeah. It didn't happen to me.
Everyone's
I didn't lose any height, but I also didn't start HRT till I was in my 40s, and I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I did not. My shoe size didn't go down. I did not get any shorter. Yeah. I did lose 2 inches, but that's another story.
My feet got way better looking.
Oh my god, you just talked right past that. That was like really funny.
Fuck, I missed it.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe one of our eagle-eared listeners got it. It was really good. Here's pluses to being like a super tall woman.
I feel like an octopus on a tree.
You just need your sunglasses. These aren't sunglasses, otherwise that would really work.
I'm not even gonna. I can't even eat that piece of bread.
Yeah. So, plus, 6'2". There's nothing better than like the first time a lesbian asks you to step on her. I think that's a real treat. You know, all the things that women like about having tall men, like. If you're into women, they like that about tall women too. But also, everyone's different. So yeah, maybe people won't be. Not everyone's going to be into a 6'2" trans woman, but they're out there. Okay.
That goes without saying. Just not everyone's into trans women, and not everyone's into everyone. Like, I mean, everyone's different. People have different tastes, and you can't spend it. Like, there will be no shortage of men and women that are excited about a 6'2" trans woman. Yeah. Like, there's no shortage of that. And like you'll be fine. You'll get suitors. In fact, you will probably find that we're too long.
I'm gonna pull this away from that conversation and just say, here's the thing: if your height's causing you dysphoria, not starting HRT and not doing something about your dysphoria is not going to make that any better.
Right. Your dysphoria doesn't get better with age.
And all the things that I was afraid of, being 6'2", having size 14 feet, being a chunky girl, all those things, I still want to be healthier, and I still want to be in better shape for myself. But they don't carry like those dysphoric things like that I was afraid of, that I would never pass. Do I pass? I don't know. Yes, we all want to pass. I don't really spend any time worrying about that. I'm just trying to be.
You do stop caring after a while.
I just try to look like I want to look.
You feel so much better.
Yeah, I look how I look, and I love how I look.
Exactly.
Minus a few pounds.
You get there.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, we all want to look better. We all want to look better. We all want to look different. No one's happy, and like I hate the phrase like this is something a lot of older cis women will say, like, when you first come out, it's like, welcome to womanhood, like with whatever thing you complain about, and it's real dismissive and stupid.
Yeah.
But like there's some truth to it, which is part of being a woman is like there is the estrogen does it, like it adds like this jealousy factor like that just simply wasn't there for me before. Like it's like it was there a little bit, but like it was just amplified, and it's not because you're trans, it's because you're a woman, and like you're gonna notice that you're gonna be like, oh, fuck her, fuck that bitch with her beautiful perfect waist and her slim waist and she's 5'8" and she's fucking hot, and like she fits into all these clothes, and fuck her. And like you're gonna say that to yourself, and then you'll be like, oh, why did I say that? She's awesome. Like, why would I be mean to her in my mind? Why did I curse her? And you're gonna feel bad. And like it's like, but that's that thing. This is part of it. Like it is part of it. And like you're like you have to you'll get there. You'll get to the point where like it's like you're just gonna learn to be happy with the way you are. And just and part of that does come with just like it is like it takes time, and you get a few years in and your keel starts to even, and you just the main thing is like you're just gonna feel so much physically and emotionally better like on HRT and on estrogen, and you're just gonna start feeling right. And that's going to kind of make up for everything else. Yeah. Like in the end, the rest of that stuff just kind of washes away. 'Cause it's just like you're so thankful and so appreciative that you just feel good for the first time in your life. Like, you know, and that's so huge.
Yeah. And it goes back to like I said, it's the dysphoria. It's like you have dysphoria. It's caused by
Everyone
your height.
Does.
Not starting your hormones is not going to help you dysphoria. Starting your hormones isn't going to make your dysphoria go away. You know, it might lessen. No. You might learn how to deal with it better, but it's always just going to
fluctuate. It's going to lessen and amplify. It's going to be this wild ride for the first year.
But if you don't start, you're going to carry that with you as bad as it is until you do start. And so, you know, that's the main thing to worry about. And everyone has things that they're differently dysphoric about. So
I feel dysphoric all the time. Yeah. I mean, I'm 4.5 years in, and I feel like I even look pretty good. And like, it's just like, but I still feel, I have those days where I wake up and I just see boy in the mirror, and I'm just like, I don't think, but we all do. That's just part of being trans. Like, it's just a part of it. Yeah. Like, I don't think anyone truly gets past that. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But the point is, don't not start because you're dysphoric about this one thing that you don't think will change. Because a lot of other things will change, and it'll lessen that dysphoria. And
I don't think she's saying that she's not going to do it. I think she's saying this is why I haven't done it yet. Yeah. But maybe it is. Maybe that is what she's saying. But like
being 6'2", and being 6'2" is not
a bad thing.
That's not freaking like you 6'2".
It's tall for a woman, but I've met taller cis women than that.
I don't feel like I stand out at 6'2" that people are like, oh, look at this coming down the street. Now, if I wear my 4-inch pumps and I stride through the city at 6'5", you know, then I do get stares. And I wear those.
Well, I mean, I also like
stairs.
even when I don't wear heels and I'm just in flats, I'm still taller than most men, and there's positives that come with that because like you can actually walk by them, and I a lot of men are either or both intimidated by that or super like turned on, but you can see it in their faces. Like there's some guys that are like, yeah. And then there's other guys that are like, I think you can see that. Like, I don't know what to do.
Full disclosure, I'm not looking at anyone else's faces when I'm out and about. I don't care.
You don't look at people's faces. You're just like.
Well, first of all, I'm so high up that I'm looking at.
No, stop. Pause. We're going back to this.
What?
Not just
like
boring. You don't look at people's faces.
If like I'm walking down the street and I'm not like checking people out and looking at their faces. No, I'm focused on.
You don't look at people.
Not intently I don't know. We've had this conversation
like you don't
before.
See people's faces.
I mean,
what is that? What are you talking about?
I see them, but I don't like look to make eye contact or look to get like they're just.
You don't notice people's facial expressions.
No,
walking around and navigating.
I'm not
Earth.
looking at their faces. I don't care.
What are you looking at?
The tops of their heads because I'm so tall.
You're taking it because you're a performer and you learned that whole. So there's an old trick, and I'm gonna guess you know it, which is like when you're like public speaking or performing in front of an audience.
Look at the tops of their heads.
Look at the tops of their heads, and it looks like you're looking in their eyes.
Honestly, if I'm performing on stage, I'm more likely to see your face than I would be if I was walking down the street.
That's fucking buck wild to me. Like, how do you not look at people? Like, how do you not do that?
What do I care?
That's wild. Like, that's so like outside of like my understanding of the world. Like, I of course I look at people. I look at every single person there is. I look at all of them. I love looking at people. I love people. I love to see them and see what they're up to. Like, what's going on in that brain of yours, you little rascal?
Ugh. I live in America in 2023. I don't know what's going on in people's brains. Get the fuck out of here.
My goodness, we have such different takes on this. This is incredible. Yeah. Here's what I'm going to start doing. When we get together and we hang out, like, and we walk around together, I'm going to just do all the looking for us. And then I'll just like, okay, there's a person.
Point out the highlights.
Man. I'm going to just describe things to you and narrate what I'm seeing and my observations of the human condition.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is part of the reason why, like, people, trans people say, "Oh, I was at the store." My man's
got bushy eyebrows, and his eyes are a little closer to the center of his head than maybe I would think they should be. That's what I think about.
How do you know this isn't gonna screw up my life? Now that I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna be noticing everyone's faces, and it's gonna drive me insane.
I don't know how you could have not done this up to this point in your life.
I just don't. I don't know.
It's wild to me.
I just feel like this is the thing, though. Like, people, like trans people, like, oh, I was at the store and people were staring at me and someone gave me a dirty look. And like, I've never noticed anyone give me a dirty look, but I'm not looking for their looks anyway.
Well, see, that I don't think that happens all that much. I think it depends on where you are, but like, I don't.
No.
Yeah.
When I go out, people notice me. I don't have to.
Well, you're not. You don't have exactly a small personality.
Just a wallflower.
Just little mouthy Lilith, just in the corner by herself, not minding her own business.
Just a little quiet.
Don't mind me, I'm just little electrozolic here, not drawing any attention to myself. I'm just here to get my potato chips, and I'll be out of your way in a second.
But yeah, you're 6'2". You're gonna be fabulous. You're
all right. Yeah, you're gonna be gorgeous. Stop that gorgeous. Think about like the supermodel possibilities.
Yeah. To go back to our first question, your normal is gonna be completely new, and it's gonna be what you make of it. And
it's gonna take a minute to get there too. And by a minute, I mean probably a couple years.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while. Transitioning is not a fast process, and that first year is rough, and it's amazing. It's
a blast.
Extreme highs and extreme lows.
Very much so.
It's very variable. It's ups and downs and big ones, but it's some of the best. It'll be some of the best times of your life and some of the hardest, but it is incredible. It is. I would almost love to get that back.
You really had
that first year back. It was like, wow.
You really had a chance there to quote "Tale of Two Cities" and you biffed it. You're like, it'll be the best of times. It'll be the not so good times.
Yeah.
Speaking of good times,
I feel like life is peppered with chances to quote that line from Tale of Two Cities. Like, I feel like it'll come up again.
Every person starting their transition in 2023. It's the best of times. It's the worst of times.
It was the mask of times. It was the worst of times.
It was the musk of times. It was the worst of times.
It was the Zuck of times.
The Zuck of times. Everyone has something. I bet you every person who was thinking about starting their transition had one thing, whether it's height, whether that's their build, whether that's their shoulders, whether that's their facial hair or their body hair. There's always one reason you're just like, this is never going to work for me, and really frame it as a thing where, like, this is medicine to help me ease my dysphoria, and it's not about it's going to make me magically into something I'm not. It's the first step in really defining who you are.
I mean, it kind of does do that, though. Like,
first of all, does it magic? No, it does.
I mean, that depends on what your definition of magic. I call it fucking magical.
I was thinking more magical, like you're not gonna spin around and be like 5'6" with the boobs you want, and you're it's the first step.
You might end up being 5'11" with the boobs you want. Like, I mean, you might.
Whatever happened to you yes-anding me? Like, this is not that.
That's right. I'm supposed to do that.
This is not that big a point you're making. That
I know I'm being antagonistic, and I'm so sorry. It's that octopus influence.
I think the main thing is everyone has that.
Octopus is invasive.
Everyone has something that they're thinking, I'm not going to transition because of whatever it is about them is going to make this difficult for them. And it's not about taking care of that difficult thing. It's about taking the first step towards your own happiness and towards being the person you want to be. And that medication is there to help you for that. And it's not about turning you into something. It's about helping you transition into this next part of your life. And, you know, if you have, like I said, the ones I always hear, my broad shoulders, my height, my body size, and my body hair. You know, everyone
shoulders narrow, your frame evens out, like you do all of that. Like it's a funny thing because I don't know, it might be better now, but like even the 4.5 years ago when I started HRT, like the narrative that I got from like my doctor who was a transgender specialist, I got such like a picture like this is what hormones do and a list of things and this is what they don't do, and there was like a sheet of paper like that I was like handed that had a list of expect this, don't expect this, and like there were a lot of things that list was all wrong. Like it was like there were a lot of things on the do not expect list that happened.
Well, I think it's not. No, it's not. It's not. They should there. It's like don't expect this to happen because everyone's experience is different. Yeah.
Everyone's different. But I'm just saying, like there was a list of like this is what hormones do and this is what they do not do, and the list was wrong. Like it just was wrong. Like, and it was like and you're going to find that like I mean it's good advice to go into it with minimal expectations, because no matter what expectations of you had, you're gonna get just T-boned with like wild shit that you did not expect. You are going to get caught off guard like on a regular basis. It still happens to me now, 4.5 years. It's less so, but like every now and then I'll like go and be doing something. I'll be in the shower. I'll be like, whoa, that's new. Like, you know, it's like, okay, here's a new thing. Okay. All right, like, I guess we're doing this now. Like Lilith said, don't use anything as an excuse not to start. If you know you're a trans woman and you can get HRT and you want to start HRT, then start HRT. Like, the sooner the better, and the better you're going to feel, and, like, the better you're going to look, and that's everything. But it counts. We all want to look good. And the reality is the longer you don't start HRT, like the harder it is for the hormones to work. Like, but you're young enough where even if you waited a little while, you'd still be fine. And you're going to be fine no matter how long you wait. But don't put it off because you're afraid of like one little thing. Yeah. Like, it's not going to matter. And then the other thing about it is like, it's like passing or not, like you're a trans woman and that's in and of itself just fine. Yeah. Like, you know what you're going to look like? You're going to look like a transgender woman, just like I do, just like Lilith does, just like every other trans woman out there. It's like trans women are women. That's true. What trans women aren't is cis women, and we're never going to be cis women. And the fact that you shouldn't try, it's never a thing you're going to be, and it's never a thing I'm going to be. And that's okay.
It's just fine. It's great. Yeah.
No, it's okay. We're just trans women, and we're awesome. We're fucking mad.
And now you know our secret, and you can go and you can fearlessly start your hormone therapy. Yeah. And join me in the Tall Girls Club.
Experience the joy, and hang out in the Tall Girls Club. Hang out with all the other tall women and be awesome.
Oh my gosh. I think we really helped a lot of people this week. At least the two people whose questions we answered. Yeah. Yeah. You feel good?
Yeah, I feel great. I feel great about things.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank everyone who's listening.
I don't feel great about things. Okay. I feel guilty that I was not yes-anding you enough. I feel bad that I was like a little unintentionally antagonistic. I think like a little bratty, a little extra bratty today.
That's okay. It's what I expect from you.
I know. I've cultivated that.
Yeah.
I think over the months.
A little bratty princess over here.
A little bit. I don't even mean to be. It just kind of worked out that way.
You do. Brats mean to be brats. It's okay. That's all right. I'll bring my platforms when I come to California, and we'll strut around at 6'7" for you and
that'll be good.
Put you in your place.
Very good.
That'll be amazing. So thank you for joining us. Whether you watch us on YouTube or you listen to us on whatever podcasting platform you prefer, please click like and subscribe. As we say, if you want to have the notification bell, you do that. We're not going to insist on that. I always think it's weird when people say I have to subscribe and get notifications. You don't need notifications. It'll just be there every
it's
Monday for you.
Like's easy enough. Like and subscribe. Subscribe's easy. It doesn't. Here's the thing about the subscribe button. If you like anything on YouTube, if like there's anything that you've seen more than once that you like it, click subscribe to it. All it does is it puts it in a list for you. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change your algorithm. It just your algorithm's based on what you watch. Like it doesn't affect you other than it just helps the people that like you're watching and that helps you like us. And it helps more people see it, and that's what you do it for. And so it takes a second. If you're on your TV, there's a button. If you're on your computer, there's a button. If you're on your phone, there's a button. It's the easiest thing. It takes less than a second. It's simple and it helps. And also send us your memes and your questions. We need questions to answer, and we need memes to display and to turn into NFTs and sell them at legitnft.horse. And also, you can send those memes and those questions.
Yeah. That was an amazing speech. Congratulations. That was really good.
I prepared it.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I got Stephen Miller to write one for me. Don't give up.
Stop.
He was rooting around in my garbage cans. I was like, Steve Miller, is that you?
Is that you?
You can beat any woman in arm wrestling.
Well, thank you all for joining us. We love you. We want the best for you. Go out, be strong, live your best life. Don't let whoever you think is trying to stop you. I'm Lilith Darling. That's Amanda.
My shoulder keeps disappearing, so
that's okay. This has been Being Trans.
It's part of it. Sometimes I got a shoulder, sometimes I don't. That's just how it is.
Man,
that's my dysphoria. Sometimes like my shoulder disappears.
Yeah, it disappears, and you're like, oh my god.
Didn't stop me from starting HRT.
My shoulders aren't as broad as they were in the past. All right,
that's true. They do. Slim down. It is a weird thing. It's a wild thing to watch your feet change shape.
It's a wild life.
It's just like, wow. Great. You get cute feet.
Y'all have an amazing week, and we'll see you next Monday. We love you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.